Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome everybody. This is Chetandeep Singh from Bay Area, California. Welcome you all to another session of Khoj Kurbani. We'll continue our theme of discussing the Shabads that are commonly sung in a Sikh wedding, Anand Karaj. And the Shabad we'll be picking up today is very commonly sung as viah hua mere babula. Uh, it's a fairly long Shabad. When I looked at the Shabad, it's on page 78, 79 of Shri Rag, Mahla Chautha, and it has five sub passages, if you can say that. So I am going to read out the whole Shabad in its entirety first to just set up the context, and then I'll share my brief understanding of what I understood from this Shabad, and then we can open it up for the evening. So, Shri Rag Mahla Chautha, Kar Duja, Chant, एक ओंकार सतगुर प्रसाद मुंद यानी पीड़े क्यों कर हर दर्शन पिखै हर हर अपनी कृपा करे गुरमुख सहुरै कम सिखै सहुरै कम सिखै गुरमुख हर हर सदा ध्याए सहिया विच फिरे सुहेली हर दरगह बाह लुढ़ाए लेखा धर्म राय की बाकी जप हर हर नाम किरखै मुंद यानी पीड़े गुरमुख हर दर्शन दिखै ਵਿਆਹ हुआ मेरे बाबुला गुरमुखे हर पाया अज्ञान अंधेरा कट्या गुर ज्ञान प्रचंड बलाया बलिया गुर ज्ञान अंधेरा बिनसिया हर रतन पदार्थ लादा हौमै रोग गया दुख लाथा आप आपे गुरमत खादा अकाल मूरत वर पाया अविनाशी ना कदे मरे न जाया ब्याह हुआ मेरे बाबुला गुरमुखे हर पाया हर सत सते मेरे बाबुला हर जन मिल जंज सुहंदी पेव कड़े हर जप सुहेली विच साहुर रहे खरी सुहंदी साहुर रहे विच खरी सुहंदी जिन पेव कड़े नाम संभालिया सब सफलियो जन्म तिना दा गुरमुख जिना मन जिन पासा टालिया हर संत जना मिल कारज सोहिया वर पाया पुरख आनंदी हर सत सत मेरे बाबुला हर जन मिल जंज सुहंदी हर प्रभ मेरे बाबुला हर देवो दान मैं दाजो हर कपड़ो हर शोभा देवो जित सवरै मेरा काजो हर हर भगति काज सुहेला गुर सतगुर दान दिवाया खंड वर भंड हर शोभा होई ए दान न रलै रलाया होर मनमुख दाज जे रख दिखाले सो कूड़ अहंकार कच पाजो हर प्रभ मेरे बाबुला हर देवो दान मैं दाजो हर राम राम मेरे बाबुला पिर मिल धन वेल वदंदी हर जुगै जुगो जुग जुगै जुगो सद पीढ़ी गुरु चलंदी जुग जुग पीढ़ी चलै सतगुर की जिनी गुरमुख नाम ध्याया हर पुरख न कबही बिनसै जावै नित देवै चढ़े सवाया नानक संत संत हर एको जप हर हर नाम सुहंदी हर राम राम मेरे बाबुला पिर मिल धन वेल वदंदी. So that's the entire Shabad of five sub-passages. The way I understand the Shabad is that the overall theme or pattern this Shabad follows is the one that we have been seeing over and over in Gurbani. Guru Sahib takes an example from outside a ritual or a tradition, and in this case, one of the wedding, and takes that inside, internal to us. All the traditions that are done, typical of a marriage, like all the things involved, like dowry, daj, or janj, marriage party, sore, in-laws, peke, girl's parents' house. Guru Sahib has used all the words, all the traditions, and again carried them inside. He's mapped all these terms and traditions to inside. And the analogy here is that we all human beings are brides, and are getting married to one Akal Purakh, or at least are longing to one Akal Purakh. So that's the context. And remember that this context is not the starting point. Guru Sahib has reached here after hard work of Kadiye Surt Mat Manbudh. And now, when that process is near completion, this Shabad has come where the actual journey of marriage is being completed. So, let's look at this Shabad by one passage at a time. Let's look at the first one, Mund Iyani. So, the first line of this passage is actually a question. Mund Iyani Peide Kyo Kar Har Darshan Pikhe. So, the question is Kyo. Kyo means Kime. How? And the last line of this passage is the answer. Mund Iyani Peide Gurmukh Har Darshan Dikhe. So by being in the company of Gur, by facing towards a Gur, getting the lesson from Gur, Har Darshan Dikhe. So Peyade is Pekakar, the home of the girl's parents. So Nanak is asking a question. How can an ignorant girl who does not know anything, living in her parents' house, meet or see that Hari, that beloved? So, and unmarried girls, as we know, share stories with their friends. One, that once they will stories of when they'll meet their beloved and will get married. There is a lot of anticipation and a lot of excitement to get married, to see their husband, how he'll look like, and all that. And ironically, this journey from Pika to Sora is one that of immense agony and excitement at the same time. Agony of leaving people and things behind, your own family behind, and excitement of looking forward to future to spend the rest of the life with your beloved husband. It is actually very unfortunate that the girls are treated the way they are. I mean, all over the world, no matter what culture or society. And especially in Punjab, we all know is like when the girls get married, they do carry a lot of dreams. They leave their houses, they leave their parents, they leave everything, and they put themselves forward. And a lot of times, due to our patriarchal society, they are not treated well. I mean, how many times we have read and heard the stories of newly married girls being killed by the in laws and husbands. But I mean, that side aside, the important part to remember is that the girl comes with a lot of dreams, hopes, and anticipation. And that's what Guru Sahib is sharing in this passage. Kyun kar har darshan pikhe, like how he's actually looking forward to that. And that the girl learns the ways and means of Saurikar, Saure kam sikhe, the home of the beloved, with being a Gurmukh, that the Gur or the Guru teaches her how things are done at his house. Gur, that the awareness that is inside us, inside of me, she learns that how to live a life full of non-attachment. So she sings and lives fully with her friends, Sahiya, Sakhiya, friends. That means these bodily senses that we have in the mind. She lives and enjoys her time on this earth, but with a knowledge and awareness that she has got from the Guru. Uh, Moving on to the second passage, uh, the common line that is sung and heard during Nankaraj, viah hua mere babula gurmukhe har paya. So this girl that's on this journey, this new bride, that is us, is expressing her joy that I am married now. She is expressing that with the help of the Gurmukhe, I have received my beloved Hari. That now my ignorance and darkness of my mind, my param is over, my home is over. That the Gur has given me this wisdom, this gyan, this vivek buddhi, this fire that has just lit up and removed all the darkness and ignorance from my mind. And the result of all this has been that I have received Akal Murat as Var, as my husband, the timeless entity, the one that is Abhinasi, who never dies, as my husband. Looking at the next passage, Har Sat Sate Mere Babula, Har Jan Mil Jan Suhandi. So further Guru Nanak is saying that this whole process, it doesn't happen in a day, or at least those girls, and the reference is to us, have an easy time at a husband's house who have done their preparation, those who have prepared, those who have imbibed the values, your name, Pevkade, Naam Samalya. While living at their parents' house, those girls are then celebrated at their husband's house. So those girls or human beings, they have a good time, who have spent their time with the gur, with the awareness of their own being, and that is the right move. Moving on to the next passage, Har Prab Mere Babla, Har Devo Dan Main Dajo. So again, now he's talking about the daj, the dowry, typically the things that are uh, that the girl carries, or the gift from the girl's parents to the girl and the boy, traditionally at least. So he's talking about what things, what daj I need to carry from my parents' house to the home of my beloved. And he's saying that the worldly things that we typically give as daj, these are just transient and temporary. The kood, ankar, kach, pajo. But he's saying, he's pleading, that Nanak is pleading, give me the dan or dowry of har soba, har pagti, that I am always engrossed in the bhakti of my Var, of the Akal Murat of my Hari. That's the essence of this passage. And the last one was very interesting to me. I couldn't understand a whole lot, but the way I look at it is, this is how Nanak's saying that my meeting, my pir, my beloved husband, Akal Murat Var, that the story of your kul or veil or next generation continues. This is how generation after generation, the story of Satgur, the awareness, it continues by living my life in Hukam with the Gur. And he's saying that is the right or the true way of living. So that's very short summary or a brief understanding of what I understood. It's a very long Shabad, and we could go on and on this, but in the interest of time, I'm going to just open it up for the evening to hear from all of you what is your understanding, what connected with you. So I'm going to start with Ranavir.
Ajay, we are just, um, uh, I'm more like in the listening mode today. I'm just getting adjusted to this. I'll make a general observation here. You explain it very nicely. Um, you, as I understood, you uh, the analogy of the conventional way of girl getting married, and you've taken that analogy and extended that to how the show is put together. I would approach it differently. Uh, I think all this Guru Sahib made it very easy to understand, but the fundamental message, as in 5 bodies here, is it is talking about. If we start from that angle, the way I'm just thinking, it is basically the talking about the connecting of Atma with Paramatma. The word viah is basically the merger, the connection of these two things Guru Sahib is trying to do. And if we take that as a starting point and then try to explain it in terms of the conventional understanding we might have little more in-depth understanding of what Guru Sahib is actually trying to say. Basically, they're trying to say is that we are in this Brahman, in this material world, which is where we are residing right now. And our goal is to go beyond that and connect with something which is beyond this material world. So is how to get out of the material world. Guru Sahib is saying is again Naam and Gurmukh, as you said, uh, as we get enlightened through Guru Gyan, and that is enlightenment gives us a jump start to get out of the material infatuations we have. All these agyan, andhera kiya, gur gyan, prachand balaya. So I think you covered everything. I would have started. Uh, I just started now. I didn't spend any time, so I may be off mark. But I would have started out with that concept that how to jump out of this material infatuation and connect with that. And then Usaf has provided us a knowledge which we know, understand that. So that's my general observation. And I didn't spend any time, I just still settle in. So that's my 2 cents here today.
ठीक है वीर thank you for sharing that. Kulwant Kaur Penji, you want to share your thoughts?
Hanji Ruchi, I think I'm also thinking along, the way Rana Ruchi talk about. This is all about how to build an intimate relationship with the supreme being within ourselves. I picked the words like Pevakre and Saharde. I'm thinking of as if there are two states. Pevakre is like this mundane world. People who are while living in this mundane world, doing something, doing the deeds and actions that will help in their Sahare. I mean the Sahare stage, which is a stage where you relationship with your inner being. Who can do that? Gurmukhs are the one, the Gurmukh, they, with the help of Gyan, with the help of Guru's help, I mean, they are indulged constantly in this, this is not something you do moments, day to day, or this is something constantly you're doing with the help of the Guru, and and trying to realize the ultimate truth, which is the connection with yourself. And I think Guru Sahib says, blessed are the ones who are like living in this world, like in another Shabad, Guru Nanak Sahib mentioned, like Murga in Nesani, you're living in this world, but you're not attached to it with the Gyan, with the, the Prachand Gyan, mean the strong Gyan of Guru. You just realize the, the transitoriness or the impermanence of this world, and attain a state where you are constantly at peace with both the worlds, your inner world and your outside world. That's in general, the whole message, the whole theme, which I try to pick from the Shabad. Yes.
ठीक है जी, thank you. I think you're absolutely right that it's something constantly that we are doing and living in this world, understanding that this is impermanent in a non-attached state of mind. So thank you for sharing that. Gurdeep uncle, do you want to share your thoughts?
The one whoever spoke before me. So can you pass on, and I will wait in other 5 minutes.
ठीक है जी, your thing.
Appreciate.
Harvinder, who else is there on the call?
I think we have Bindavirji, but he had having a mic issue, so he may reconnect. But so far, we only have a few we already covered. I think
Okay.
maybe Bindavirji is back if you want to go to him.
Uh, Bhupinder Singh ji, are you there? I cannot hear you, Bhupinder Singh. Okay. Uh, very well. So I think, I mean, we have kind of done one round, and the way I see it, I'll just respond a little to Rana Virji. I mean, you mentioned by saying connecting or connection of Atma and Paramatma and enlightenment and all. I mean, I deliberately, in my understanding, steered clear away from these heavy words or the usage of these heavy words because they do muddy our understanding sometimes. And I try to keep it more practical, something that is more accessible right here and now. So that was my intent of uh, explaining in the way, like as I think Kulwant Panji said, uh, constantly something we are doing with an understanding that this world is impermanent around us and living in a non-attached way. I think that makes much more sense in terms of how this Shabad can apply to us on a day-to-day basis. So Rana Virji, I come back to you. Uh, do you think you have more thoughts to add on this?
Yes, as you are saying that you want to keep it simple, I totally understand and agree with you. The difficulty comes in that when we simplify it so much, we don't know what we are talking about. Because when we say we should be doing all that, I think again it goes back to some very elusive and very uh, un understandable concept that we should be doing this thing, we should be doing this thing. Uh, but whatever we are doing, I don't know. Is it really we are doing something uh, and we have to talk to ourselves? Guru is inside us, and I think we go into when I get to that level of thinking, I said we are just being around the bush. We are not really trying to understand. We are basically want to walk away by not really understanding what we are talking about. When you are saying that uh, we should be talk to our internal goal and get gyan. I don't know who is going to get gyan, and then we get connected. We are not going to be connected. We are going to die tomorrow. What connected is something which is beyond this death and all that. So I think, although it is my problem maybe, and maybe when I look at that, I said we remain at the periphery. We don't really understand. We just pass time in the sense that this is we don't want to go deeper to really understand. Uh, so when you say that it's not Atma and Paramatma, the union of that, then what is all about? Uh, Man is full of home, and so. Uh, I have difficulty in that. I think here Guru Saptayade is the word they are using it for the material world in which we are uh, engraved or we are engrossed or we are so entrenched in that. And Guru Sahib saying how to get out of this material infatuation which have given us to calm, krodh, loh, mohankar, which is the manifestation of all these things. How do we get out of this one? And Guru Sahib says it is only to Gurmukh har har apni kirpa ke gurmukh sohde kam sikhe. And that first is again har apni kirpa kare. We have not addressed that thing, that what Guru Sahib is saying. In fact, we can't do it. When you read this line, har apni kirpa hai gurmukh saure ka sikhi, we understand what is needed. Saure is talking about uh, uh, the life beyond this one, the area where we are go, where we have to leave this material world and get. Saure is that uh, platform or that plateau where we are to go. But then the words we which have not addressed, har apni kripa kare. And so I sit back and say that, can we really do this thing? So these are the questions when we go a little deeper to understand, is where I have to sit back and think. I have not spent much time, but these things becomes very obvious. So my question goes back to that: if we don't want of Atma and Papa, and then what we are talking about, what union we are talking about, union of me with whom? So those are the questions which come up if we don't go that deep. So that's my general observation here, please.
So I think they're very interesting observation, Veerji. And one thing I would say, like, you're trying to bring in a lot of concepts at the same time. For example, is it me who is really doing, or what is Kirpa and all that? But I would say this to you, or I would start from here, that the whole uh, idea of Gurbani, the way I understand it, at least, is the concept of Jivat Marna. Marna while living right here and now. The goal of us being as brides, as girls, is Jivat Marke Pana. It's not beyond death. Evkada is not the material world that we are talking, and Sahara is not something beyond death. In very, very simple terms, if I put it, it's a journey from being conditioned to unconditioned. It's as simple as that. And we don't really need to complicate it by bringing in Atma and Paramatma. I mean, the journey is from being conditioned, the conditioned reality that we see of I around us, and all we have to move towards is the unconditioned reality that Guru Sahib is saying, Mera viah ho gaya. I have left everything conditioned behind, and I've moved into the realm of unconditioned, into the realm where there is no I, it's only you. And that's the whole preparation that I have to do by living here in this material world, as you said. But my goal, my everyday, what you said, go deep into it, what we have to do, right? As Kulwant Kaur Penji said, we have we are living in this conditioned world, but the gyan that Guru is giving me, the gyan Prachand Balaya, is the realization that I need to have, my mind needs to have, that everything around me is impermanent, it is changing every moment, and I don't need to attach to it. Once that realization is deeply seeped into me, I will be living here in my family, doing whatever I'm doing. Nothing is going to change, but my mind is going to be changing its state from conditioned to unconditioned. It's going to leave behind all the unconditioned, conditioned reality and moved into Jivat Marna. And that's the very practical way I understand Gurbani. And that's the message, at least, I'm getting from this Shabad.
And I agree with exactly what you said. One thing, I don't believe there is race and so is something else somewhere else. Everything is here. I think you said totally, I agree with you, that is how do we grow as a lotus flower in a mud. Okay, that's we are still in the same world. There's nothing above or something. Absolutely, what you said, I totally agree, that how to rise above the conditional living we doing, and get to a stage while living in a mental state where we are not concerned about the conditional influences of all those things, material things which are happening. How do we become so disjoint from these things? How do we get ourselves insulated for these influences. Harm, nafrat, how we become normal. I think that is, of course, what you're saying and I'm saying aligns together. Only thing which the unknown thing in this is who we are talking about. When you say we should, and I just come back, we should is that Atma in us. We should, who is that we are talking about? When we talk about we just I lose myself. Okay, it is one way of just very slippery to make that we should do that. And is it what Atma is going to do that? We has no meaning to me. So I'm still struggling with that. So, but I totally agree with you. It is Jiva Marna. It is everything is happening here. It's nothing that we are. We are going to be here. Whole challenge for us is how to rise above like a lotus flower grows in a mud. How to get there? But when we say how we get there, flower is growing. But when we talk about we should be doing, I just sit back and what we talking about. Let's see. Tell me who we are talking about. Is Atma or Man, mind? What it's I don't have an answer to that. But I tell this is a learning process for me and for everybody. So that's my observation on that. What you just said.
ठीक है जी. I'm not going to have a one-on-one conversation right now, but we can certainly open this up for discussion. Let me go to, I'm not sure who's, I think I have to go to Kulwant Korpanji. Kulwant Korpanji, you heard the whole conversation. Do you
Yes.
want to add anything to it?
Yeah, Vijay, I think I do. First, I will say, I want to emphasize the word viah. The viah for me, as I think of it, is building an intimate relationship. It's a little personal to me. Maybe it sounds out of context. I just want to share, as Rana Vijay say, how to connect. What is connection means. So what are we connecting? When he's talking about connection, a week ago, my phone got corrupted, and it's not working. My mobile phone, it's not working, and it's on download mode. And I had to spend 2 days without phone. And even as I'm a teacher, I went to school without phone, and I was so much worried that how I'm going to spend a day. I don't know what's going on. I'm disconnected from the whole world around me. I don't know what's going on with my son, my daughter, my friends, with my husband. And I'm not even able to, see the time. I don't know what time the class ends, even though in each and every classroom, even in the teacher's lounge, there is a wall clock. I never paid attention to those clocks. And, I was sitting in the teacher lounge and thinking about that, how I'm so much worried about outside. I don't have this phone. Can I spend this time with me? Think about myself. There is a clock on the wall. I can look for time right there. But, I'm not worried about that, but I am worried about outside. I'm living outside my body. Can I go inside my body this time that I have free time? Can I go inside and talk to myself and think about? So this is, I think, majority of us are living, maybe as Guru Sahib say, manmukh, dead, unawakened. We are not even awakened. When I'm talking about connection, can we spend some time, with ourselves, thinking about self? And I have noticed many times, I'm a human being. I have so many emotions, so many feelings. Sometimes I get angry and even jealous too. When I'm living awakening, I realize that, oh, I'm jealous, I'm angry. Why I'm doing that? This is wrong. I should not do that. If I do not realize those state of minds, we keep on building and building and building, and and it becomes our behavior. So when in everyday day-to-day life thinking, we are thinking about building connections, it's all about, and it's Gurbani is that helps us to awaken, to build a relationship with ourselves, and slowly and eventually maybe we will be blessed to build the relationship of I think these are the small little sohre matlab sore jaan wale kam hai gaya, little things that eventually will take us there where we are supposed to be. So this is how I think I'm thinking about the conversation you and Ranavirji has. Yes.
Yeah, isn't that fun? I mean, losing your phone for 2 days. Isn't that
Yes.
fun and liberating
Yes.
and scary?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, I try to do all the time. I feel like my phone has enslaved me, and I
Yes.
deliberately just leave it in the car or on my table and just go away for hours because it is actually very liberating.
Yes,
You
it's very liberal. That's what I'm saying. We don't spend time. We don't have time for ourselves. We are so engrossed in this, mundane world. We are always worried about something, never have time for ourselves. When I say never have time for ourselves, never sit down and, analyze our own behaviors, our own actions, our own deeds.
absolutely, and I think just building on what you said, like thinking about self, I think uh, what I am trying to do, what I try to do on a daily basis is go into what I have termed as observation mode.
Right.
So no matter what I'm doing, if I'm driving a car or if I'm doing dishes or anything, for example, just at a physical level, which does not involve a lot of mental work, I'm just observing what am I thinking, what am I feeling, and without any processing. I'm just observing. I'm not processing who is observing who and where is my Atma and all. I mean, sure, these are the unanswered questions and they have their own value. But I think I am at peace with not knowing, but just being in observation mode. As you said, these are the come that we are doing at PK Kar to,
Mm-hmm.
which is our preparation for the
Yes.
Sware Kar. So I think we're learning those tasks,
Right.
I would say. So thank you for sharing and bringing up that personal anecdote. Gurdeep uncle?
Okay, now I can get, because I got some information from all of you. Very good, interesting. Everybody spoke very interesting thing. First thing is, Rana Bidi said, to whom we are talking all this? Whole Gurban is talking to our own mind. Man मेरा अंतर तेरे निदान है, बाहर वस्त ना पहाल. जो कस्तूरी मिर्ग न जाने भरम दा भरम भुलाया, अमृत तज बिख संग रहे करते आप खोया. Of course, Paramatma is there behind it. Jin har japya se har hue, har milya kil kali. The key of this is we have to do har. Usto bina without har, without his meditation, nothing gonna work. And we have to make a prayer. Ji ki birtha hoye so good prayer das kar. That's our tool to make a prayer. Then the prayer will help us to deep dive within ourselves. That's what Kulwant Banji said. Very interesting. Because we are looking outward. We are not going inward. Once you go inward, you will find a very beautiful places. Peye sore ek har. There's both states of mind are within us. But actually, the Gurbani here means when we're gonna die. After that, that's our Sora kar. Pekede right now. Peyede so save tu, sorede sukmal. So this is the only time we have given. It's the same concept which we used to have before. I don't know. In India, all the girls were instructed that what would you do when you will go to your in-laws' home? So you must be doing this good way. You talk, behave good, talk good, be nice. You learn this, you learn that. This used to be when I was young anyway, living in India. I don't know if it's still working. Exactly, Girbani says here, whatever manners we adopt now. Manners mean Kam, Lom, Bhankara. We are doing everything under the influence of Maya. Now there is a solution. Maya ka marn har naam hai. So we are not putting attention to the har naam. Maya will vanish automatically once we are in deeply love with her naam. Gurumukhe har paya. Gurumukhe, no, I am sorry to say, or I am okay, I have to be honest. We don't go to take the Khande Bate the Pahal. That is the beginning. And we don't take the school bag and books and syllabus and go to the school the first day. We can never gonna get a degree from the school. You never went. So excuse me if somebody don't like it. We have to go to Panch Pyara in the presence of Guru Granth Sahib, and we call it not Amrit, I will call it Khande Bate Ki Pahal, which used to be Charnamrit before. There are Raskar Charnamrit Gursikhan Palaya. I don't want to go into those details. This is the first day to become a Gurmukh, Gurumukhe Harpaya. Then Manmukh, otherwise we are Manmukh, because whatever's mind is wandering around like a little monkey, like a little baby, a child. We keep on running. You see, 2-3-year-old child, even 4, 5, 6-year-old, will keep you, parents keep on running behind them. Mind is a baby, mind is a donkey, man khuthar, tera bisas nahi, tu maha udmada, khar ka pakhar, to chute, jo upar lada. Rest we have given the sports. Wife is a sport, husband and wife, exactly the image of God, the spiritual love with the God. You must have that between husband and wife, because this will help us leading a good life, and it will help our children who are born or who have been born, who have been already born. If we are happy, otherwise everything goes into their mind. We have been suffering all our life, then our children start suffering. Now here, Guru Tegh Bahadurji warned us. He said, Nara, chet paap te darre. What is chet paap? Achet paap. Sorry, chet unda which you know you are doing deliberately. You're committing some crime. One is a chet, without knowing, with our action, husband, wife, fighting, quarreling, every argument on every little thing automatically goes into the minds of the children. So here we have committed a sin. All Gurbani talks about this. Whole Gurbani talk to man, about with whole man. Kaun kamatata lini, Guru Tegh Bahadurji Bani. Par tan par dara se richiyo, Ram Bhakt nahi kini. Man. Jagle re mna jagle, kaha gafal soya, jo tanu upja sanghi, so bhi sang na. So the whole Gurbani is the same message. We have to become Gurmukh, which I will say once you take Khande Bate Ki Pahal. Now you have been given certain advice verbally by Panch Pyaras. I know, but you will find everything after that from the Guru Granth Sahib. Guru Granth Ji Manyo Pragat Guran Ki De, Jaka Hirda Suddh Hai, Khoj Sad Mele. Then Guru Granth Sahib will tell you what is good for you, what is bad for you, what is Atmak Seth. Now see, man piche, फिर आत्मा अगे हो जाएगी. यही भगत कबीर जी ने बाणी गाओ गावनी दुल्हनी मंगल चारा मेरे घर आए राजा राम पधारा. So भगत नामदेव रच रच ताको करू सिगार मैं बौरी मेरा राम पधार. Namdev, he's not a female. Why he was talking as a female? Same did Kabir, because couple of times last week somebody raised the question of why this is a female. There's no such thing male or female. Nari te jo purkarave purkhante jo nari. We all are naris. Eko purkh or sagli nar sabai. Find out from Guru Granth Sahib. Eko purkh. That's only a Kal Purkh. We all are his wives. That's why there are the hymns which a wife should sing for her husband or this life. Because somebody asked for his son. Let's say we say it's a lady baby. She said, Kaman se akhar kaman gun kaman samaniya mant kaman so viso honkari jit vase ave kant. From our culture side, it's usually that the wife, they want to control the husband. She's losing for it. And she asked this question to Baba Freedji, what should I do? Now you see the reply. This applies to both husband and wife, and don't take me wrong. Freed said, Nivan so akhar khavan gun jeba maniya mant etra bhane ves kar tam vasyavi kant. Mitha bolna, nimke chalna, be submissive, be kind-hearted. Talk nicely to your husband. This applies to both. If we both can do, You will see we will have a wonderful life. Then here, mukti ho gayi. Muhe jo mukt diyoge, Namdev said, mukt na jane koila. I need to know. Jivat mukh. Jivat mukt. So automatically, this is the state of mind. It will change. It will change when you do sadsangat. Sadsangat means you are friends. If you are meeting, what kind, you wanted to be millionaire, you find 4 millionaire friends, you will the fifth one to be millionaire. You want to be a sadhu or whatever saint, find 4 people, nice people to talk, 4 family friends. Always talk about Gurbani, talk about Sikh history, talk about anything. You will see your heart will become so pious. Na ko veri nahi begana, sagal sang humko banai. Now, if we can't live with my own wife, if I can't live with my own kids, how can we reach? Na ko veri nahi begana, sagal sang humko banai. This Gurvani will definitely take us to those stages, provided that the Sovat Jagat e Mantuje Chitare. Then ultimately, once it goes into the subconscious, just a long time, I don't want to become a big lecturer here. Conscious, subconscious, unconscious. So there's 3 stages. We start from conscious level, then if you go to your subconscious level, then unconscious. Unconscious as I forgot the name first. He said, doesn't matter what you do by hand, because that's something which spontaneously will keep on running within you. Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru.
Okay, Uncle.
Practice. Anyway, I want to stop here. Don't worry. Thank you for giving me so much time.
No, that's
I,
okay. Thank you so
I
much.
didn't hurt anybody. I express my feeling, how I take it actually.
No, thank you. Thank you so much. Rana Virji, does Gurdeep Uncle answer some of your questions? Do you think he touched on those?
Yeah, that's he put together his points of view. That's good. One thing which he said, कि खंडे की पोल is important. The Gurbani message universal, and there are so many people in the world who don't have khande ki pole. Doesn't mean that they can't benefit from Gurbani. Uh, so I think Guru Sahib, I know the name of जिन्हें सेवक ने पानी बंदा सी लड़ाई वेले ਉਹਨੂੰ ਖੰਡੇ ਦੀ pole Guru Sahib never gave him. So I don't know how khande ki pole is one thing very important in the significance of that. We have to understand Guru Sahib ne kyun, why he started that, and how we are taking it. So we are clear about that. And I don't think the clarity was there in the comment he made that we can Gurbani aa jayegi, and that's a whole problem in a lot of gurdwaras is done by those who have taken khande pole too. So it does not change, but basic character is Gurbani. Gurbani is Guru Sahib ne tadde kya ke this is your Guru, follow this one. And khande ki pole is not going to grant that one. Khande ki pole, we are careful about that. So I think we have to careful when we make that comments. Is a universal message, and there's so many people who don't have khande ki pole, they can still benefit from Gurwani. This is our Guru. That's the primary thing is Guru.
Point very well made, Rana Virji. I think I take your point, and I think it's part of our conditioned psyche or conditioned reality that we have come to accept. So, but that's a valid point. I'm just going to close up now by any final comments, Kulwant Kaur Panji?
I think, yeah, this is the only thing, as I talked about before too, and this is the constant process, just try to be awakened, watch, observe your own behavior. You will find yourself, what you have to fix, what you don't have to, do it. We can find our own flaws, and we can get over this with Guru's Gyan. With Guru's Gyan is Prachand, we will eventually get over our ego doubts and realize that, there is a timeless entity. As even Rana Virji said, we are going to die. Yes, we are going to die. What is going to die is our, the body is going to die, but not the force that drives this body is not going to die. That's a part of, the eternal force. So that's my
Yeah,
answer.
I think well said. It's a constant and more importantly, a continuous process that
Yeah.
we need to do day in, day out.
Yes.
Thank you for that. We have around 8 minutes left. Let me actually go to Harvinder and ask him if he has heard the whole conversation and if he wants to chip in and share some of his thoughts.
No, I think I'm good, Jay. I think everything is almost covered. I'm good.
ठीक है जी. So I think
Chetandeep ji, can I answer something? Can you
sure,
say something?
definitely, Gurdeep uncle,
Okay,
please
for
go.
Rana Ji, my answer is Guru were alive that time. With Guru Hargobind Sahib, Guru Hargobind was the Guru. After the 10th Guru, then we had nobody. पहले Guru Angad Dev Ji took this Amrit Khande Bhatti, but there it was in Chanamat. Gur Dikhya Aakh Bujaya, Mahalla Duja. Gur Dikhya was the same, but Khande Bhatti the Pahol. Guru Angad Dev Ji writes in Guru Granth Sahib, Gur Dikhya Aakh Bujaya, Sifti Sach Sameo, Tinko Kya Upadesi hai, Jin Gur Nanak Deo. So it's clear that he was Dikshit. Then Dikshit we can then Khande Bhatti Paul mein Amrit nahi kiya. Amrit vele we can say other ke Nanak Amrit dekha, Duja Amrit nahe, Nanak Amrit mane mahe, Paiye Gur Prasad, Tini Pita Rang Syu, Jinko likha aar. But after Guru Gobind Singh, we have nobody to guide. We need a strength from them. We need somebody like a child need a father who guides them, who help in every aspect of the world or the life. They may be adopt or like we get the marriage. Otherwise, we can live without marriage with anybody and have children, all that. Government proves it. With the same token, when we take Khande Bhatti Amrit, psychologically it helps you, and Guru, literally, I can feel he helps you behind. But it's up to you whether we get convinced or not. But with Gurbani and Sikh history, I can talk you more and more on this. It was important. From third Guru, it was taken by fourth Guru, Guru Kanman More Guru Bina Man Nahi Ho. Then it was taken by fifth Guru, then sixth Guru. Anyway, so I stop here. I don't want to convince. I know whatever I have, my knowledge, poor knowledge, I just pass on to do and share with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So thank you everybody. I think the message we got, at least I understood today, is that Ev Kade Har Jap Soheli Vich Tahurai Khari Sohandi. Tahurai Vich Khari Sohandi Jin Ev Kade Naam Samalya. So living in this world, we need to prepare, we need to be ready. We need to do those actions, or rather observations, that prepare us for meeting our higher self. So with that, I'll see you all next week. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa.
Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.